Hi, my name is Natalie, and this is Natalie Lawyer Chick. I'll be discussing popular topics through a legal lens. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hey YouTube, it's Natalie. Clearly, I am in a different background. I'm doing a little bit of traveling to visit my mom. And as some of you may know, my mom is in a nursing home in New York. So I came up here to see her. It is the first time I've been able to see her in person, and today is the day that I head back. So I thought that I would do a quick video for you guys, and this is based on viewer suggestions. It's a doctor appears in court video call while performing surgery. So this is in the Superior Court of California. A few of my viewers have suggested this video to me. So let's get right into it. Oh, and by the way, I'm a criminal defense attorney, if you did not know that. And I react to videos involving the law here on YouTube. And if you like that type of content, make sure that you like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel.
So can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Officer Monroe, Mr. Green, Elizabeth Ramirez, is she part of this case?
Yes.
Oh, people are just coming in. What I'm looking at is Scott Douglas Green's case number 20 TRO 95795. I believe Officer Monroe is present on this case as well. So unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
Or should I say Dr. Green, but I don't know that.
Okay. That's
So,
okay.
I do not feel comfortable for the welfare of a patient if you're in the process of operating that I would put on a trial, notwithstanding the fact that the officer's here today.
Sir, I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think.
The audacity of this guy. Wow, I'm almost at a loss for words on this. The literal audacity of this guy to appear in court while he is performing surgery. If there was another surgeon that's there that could do the surgery completely on his own, there's no reason that he couldn't step into an office and appear virtually that way while he's not performing surgery. So that makes me think that he needs to be there. I don't know if this is he's training this doctor or the surgery requires two doctors, but I am 100% positive that the patient did not have informed consent that one of the doctors on his surgery or her surgery would be taking a break to appear in traffic court, or whatever type of court this is. I'm assuming traffic court. No matter how minor the charge is, when you're a defendant in a case, you need to pay attention to what's going on in the case. There's like twofold issues here. You're not paying attention during the surgery, and you can't possibly be paying attention to what's going on in the case. I see that the police officer is there. I don't see whether or not he's represented by counsel, but either way, everything that's done in front of the defendant needs to be knowing and voluntary and informed. So if he's proceeding to a trial, how knowing and voluntary is that if he's not paying attention to what's going on? If he is proceeding to a plea, how knowing and voluntary is that if he's not paying attention to what's going on? And the third layer, so you're not paying attention 100% to the surgery. You're not paying attention 100% to the court case. And the third thing is it's just disrespectful, right? Like it's just disrespectful to everyone that's there that I'm sure that police officer so-and-so had other things he could have probably been doing. I'm sure the judge could have been calling other cases. There's probably people that need their cases called so that they can be resolved. The patient needs a doctor or doctors that have their undivided attention dedicated to them. It's just disrespectful, aside from showing that he can't pay full attention to the two proceedings that he's taking part in, the hospital proceeding and the court proceeding. I mean, I can't, it would be like I'm in the middle of trial, right, as a defense attorney. and I'm in the courtroom and I'm sitting at counsel table, and while I'm waiting for the prosecutor to do their opening statement, I also appear in traffic court virtually on my laptop. It's completely disrespectful. I don't know. I don't know what other like reaction I could possibly have to this. I feel like it's just like so simply disrespectful that there's nothing else to really be said.
I think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date when you're not actively involved or participating in attending to the needs of a patient. Let me see if I can get a different date here.
Wow. You know, another judge might hold that doctor in contempt or say, you know, unless you make yourself, you know, put yourself in a room where you are dedicated to what's going on in this courtroom, I'm going to hold you in contempt. You know, so that judge was very nice in just saying that he would reset the court date. He could have treated it as a failure to appear because you're not really there if you're in a surgery. And another judge may have referred him to whatever licensing board gives him his license to practice medicine, because I am almost 100% certain that that is completely unethical and some form of malpractice. You know, like, heaven forbid anything goes wrong in that surgery. There's no way you're going to be able to tell me that he didn't commit malpractice by paying attention to what's happening in court instead of paying attention to what's happening with the patient. You know, my best friend is an anesthesiologist, and so I know a bunch of, like, you know, med school med students. I knew a bunch of med students when I was, you know, in college and pre-med and stuff like that because of my friendship with her. A lot of her friends were in med school, and they used to always talk about how, oh, the surgical students are the most like narcissistic or the most, you know, God complex, you know, and it's just like, it doesn't help that stereotype of surgeons. There is a stereotype that surgeons are really like full of themselves and they believe that, you know, they're like almost godlike because they have people's lives in their hands and they believe that they're so skilled. You know, that's obviously not true with everyone. That's obviously, you know, a negative stereotype, but it just does play into that stereotype of the profession. Yeah, I mean, guys, what else is there to say? What else is there to say? I mean, how is that ethical? How is that not? The only way that it's not malpractice is if the person doesn't actually have damages from the doctor's behavior, but it certainly deserves a review. I mean, I don't want anybody to lose their profession, but it certainly deserves a review, I think, by the medical board, because that's just so disrespectful. That's the only thing I can think to say, is it's so disrespectful. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What else do you want me to say on that? I mean, that's just, wow. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.